Hello, this is Optimus Frank. Welcome back to the channel. If you like the content on this channel, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, and click that bell for notifications of future content from this channel. So let's start. So what I have here is a Deluxe Studio Series 86 cup, and here I have him taking down Blitzwing, which was an awesome moment in the movie. So let's look at the packaging. Here we have the front. There's some art there. His face is like... oh dear God, and it's just, I don't know what he's going through, what he's looking at. Here he is in both his modes. It's a 21-step transformation. So this is the backdrop he gets fighting that giant squid. Let me put him there. There he is. He comes with this, this blaster here. Let me give you a closer look at that. Pretty traditional. You know what? Wrong blaster. It's actually another cup blaster. I do have a few cups that I'll show you in a minute, but this is the blaster that comes with this cup. It is a small blaster. Goes right there, just like that. And he also comes with this. I thought it was a walkie-talkie or a grenade, but it's actually another Easter egg. It's looks like, well, yeah, it does look like a walkie-talkie or even a hand grenade, but it is actually a Cybertronian snack dispenser, kind of like Cybertronian Pez, where he feeds this to the Alicons, or I think the Sharkticons, and yeah, that's how they kind of, I guess it's how he makes pieces with lesser beings. So here he is in that backdrop, and let me give you a closer look at that backdrop. Nice artwork there, and they're underwater. I think Hot Rod did that. And just a nice job, man. Just in the background. Let me give you a closer look at him. I hope my lighting does its service, because when I tend to have darker colors, the lighting gets darker. So I'll try my best to keep it there. Let me give you a better look at his head sculpt. Now that's one of the best parts about him is, well, he does have this light piping for the eyes. I don't know if you can notice it. There it is. Just his face sculpt in general, it's the best I've seen. It's so detailed. Get his facial expression there. He never was the happiest of sorts. But yeah, it's a really good job. The head sculpt. And there's some detail on the back here. The rear door of his alternate mode. His shoulders are awesome too. There's some detail there. He has a neck. There's some detail there in the AC joints. And he has some detail here in this front grille. Nice Autobot symbol. There's a belt, some abs, and yeah, the legs. I like how these wheels just fold right in, right there. Kneecaps, and you know, he even has a unique transformation. Bottom of his feet there. Everything's great. His shoulder rotation is 100% pretty much. He can rotate it any which way. He has that bicep rotation, bends at the elbow. A little bit beyond 90 degrees, you can really do that. Nice little elbow there. And they do an all-around great job with this. It's probably the best cup I think I've seen. Well, in my collection so far. His legs do the splits. And another Easter egg is that he comes apart, almost like a weaponizer, really. His legs come apart, his arms do come off, and it's another Easter egg to when the Sharkticons tore him apart and Albert had to fix him. So it's pretty much all in the movie. You'd understand this piece and what things they tried to throw in, or they did throw in to this piece. So his transformation is also very unique, and it's fun, actually. So let's get on with it. Yeah, before that, let me just back him up and give you some size comparisons. He is a Deluxe. Here is a Voyager Scourge, just to see the size difference, and they're both very detailed. I did a review on him. You should catch it. Here he is next to a Kingdom Cyclonus. Also another bot. Should check that review out. Much taller. And here he is next to my last review. A Deluxe Jazz. Wait. There. I think he has weak knees. In any case, there he is next to Deluxe Jazz, and he's a tad taller than Deluxe Jazz. A few more comparisons with other cups. Here he is next to the Titan's Return cup. Tad shorter. It looks like the younger cup with the younger face. Doesn't look as worried or fatherly, I'd say. It looks like he should have a cigar in his mouth. And here he is next to I believe it's the MP37 Veteran. Disappointingly, he was a little small. So, but here he is. Nice bot. It's just, I don't know, smaller. So, let's transform him and fold the toes in. What else do? You take the backpack, take that off, unfold it, and you can dislodge the shoulders like that. Then you take these wheels out, just nicely tucked in to the back of the chest, and you turn the head around. And what's going to happen is you bend the waist, bend it back enough so that this is able to connect with the front of the hood. So that comes apart just like this, and that enables the connection to happen just like that. And it'll fit in. It doesn't snap in, but it'll get in there. So whether it's hanging loose, that's fine. It'll eventually fit in. So what you're going to do is before you put the arms in, you need to make these arms longer. So one cool thing is that right in the shoulder, you see this little rivet there, that enables this to happen. The arm came off. He is kind of like a weaponizer in a way. Just comes apart like one, I mean. And you take these shoulders, you slide them down a little bit to give it that length, and then you'd be able to put this right in. Now you can, once that's in here, once it's in there, you can snap in and it stays. Great. Now, next part, and what's also unique are his kneecaps. I've never really seen this done with a bot in my collection, or any bot really that I've come across. So his kneecaps do come off in order for you to change the angle. So when you do that, there's a little tab. It'll snap right into this little tab will snap right into this little hole here. And that is also appropriately angled. Get a closer look at that. The engineering there. So yeah, that comes in two angles here, and it snaps right in. Just like that. And you do the same thing for this one. Turn the angle. I think it goes at almost 45, 35. And there you go. This is what you get. And that enables his arms to fit in between. So let me put them in place. Make sure they're right there. So now you can bring this up. And that's the thing about all this cup and the smaller cup is just, they just stuff things on there. They make a gap between the legs and then they stuff it in. But, you know, if you have the Veteran one, you'll see the same kind of thing going on there. So the only cups I do have in any case. So I went off on a tangent there. In any case, so what you're going to do is take these little panels here, you fold them out, and they cover the fists. However, each of these panels comes with this little tab here that are the size of the hole in the fist. So make sure they're attached. It kind of keeps everything together, especially with the arms that do come off if you're not careful. So once that's in, you can connect this like that. There you have that connection going. And this may be messy, but it does go together. So you want to take this little, it does go together, and this little part of the leg does come up, and it's going to bridge between the shin and the wheel here. So that snaps in also, just like so. Make sure that's there. But you know what? I think this angle's a little off. There we go. I had to push the pelvis down a little bit. This was sticking up. So now that goes in easier. Everything should snap in when it comes to these little panels. I don't think I'm giving you a good look. Let me do that over again. So yeah, this comes here. That snaps in. And this does go in. So at the end, you just want to make sure everything snaps in. So just like the other side, this happens here. It's like a groove for every little tab that they give. And this is it. Let me make sure everything's in place. And here he is in his alternate mode, his pickup truck, Cybertronian pickup truck mode. And here he is, nice little front there. This was always open, of course. You can't see his legs, but it's okay. The wheels are also nice. A closer look. He has this detail here. Looks like some sort of exhaust put in. And everything looks good. It looks like a little back door too. You know, as a kid looking at this in the movie, I was like, wow, I wish I could jump into that or drive into it, you know, or just drive it. It's a pretty neat car. I mean, when I was a kid back then, it was like, wow, one day we might have a car like this. Nowadays, probably not, but it's still pretty neat looking. It's fun to look at, and there is some nice detail all around. Always wondered if this door opened. In any case, his weapons do fit on the sides here, so right here on this tab, this little space right there, just like that, it'll go in sideways. It's at an angle, which is pretty cool. That's my furnace blasting. Ignore it, please. And then this weapon here on the side has another tab that you can put in. Oh, you know what? This one goes on this side. They're size specific. I guess tab sticking out of both ends of it, make it look ugly. So yeah, it's a tiny little blaster compared to most, but it's still pretty nicely done. And here he is. So just to give you a few size comparisons in his vehicle mode, here he is next to the Veteran, a tad larger, a tad smaller, definitely more detailed than that one. Here he is next to Titan's Return, a tad smaller. This is a little bit more bulkier. He does have a driver though, but here he is next to the Titan's Return Cup. You know what? Here's another one with Jazz from my last review. Yeah, Deluxe Jazz from the same line. So let me transform him back, take off all his accessories, put them to the side, and I guess we break this up a little bit. We can dislodge the arms, hands, and this arm does come apart, so just be careful. I think it almost came out, but in any case, separate this, you can fold that back the way it was. You can take apart this little bridge here, and you can fold that back. Just be careful because you don't want to break any of the tabs, and these tabs can break, as many of you know. So, you know, it's harder when this is so tight inside. Just want to be careful. So, yeah, super tight. There it is. Okay. Folds back. This one too. Get the rear out first, and this should come out easily, no problem. Need to start working out. There it is. Okay, maybe you just move the whole leg. It should come right off. So that folds back, and that covers that unsightly hole there, which is fine. Change the knees back to the right angle, unfold the kneecap, bring it back together, fold it back in. Same thing here. There. The legs are straight. While I'm here, unfold the toes. And now, the rest of him, you take these arms, you unfold them at about a 90 degree, and you take this, when this comes out, it'll pop off. Make sure you bend the waist where it should be. Bring this down, turn this head around, take the wheels, fold it in. Make sure this is all the way out right here, so the wheels do fit. There, bring the head down. Arms in the right place. I'm gonna fold them back in here. Talking about this here. Relocate his shoulders. And then you take his, oh, wait, before you do that, make sure this is in place. These snap in, the shoulders snap back in, and his backpack goes right in. But before you do that, you want to make sure that once that's in place, to keep his head in there, and you want to make sure you push it into that little groove there, this little hook that goes there to secure the head, so it's not like the Siege Megatron, you know, where his head is out of control. Make sure you... So this has been my review of Deluxe Studio Series 86 Cup. And if you like the content on this channel, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, and ring that bell for future notifications. I do intend to do more reviews on the Studio Series 86 and the rest of the Kingdom line as time goes on. So thanks again for watching, and take care. I'll see you next time.